All right. We back, man.
Damn.
We back.
What is
We
this,
back.
4?
Yeah, this is episode 4, man.
Crazy.
Yes. Welcome back to another episode of the Like a Brother podcast. My name is Anwar,
I'm Josh.
aka Wheezy and the Wizard. And yeah, we back, baby. We back. And we had some special events. We had an eventful
Yeah, this last
week.
It's been eventful.
It's actually been 2 weeks since I've seen you because we
doubled before Thanksgiving. The week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we just had to get it in.
That was 2 and 3.
You was out of town.
Yeah, I was going to Memphis.
How was that?
It was actually cool. Didn't expect them to get the weather that we got. I was looking forward to a slight little break down there, but they were like racking up 30s.
Oh, Memphis 40s. Was cold.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes. Frost on the car. I thought we was good.
Yeah, I thought y'all was going to be vibing in Memphis.
Bro, let me tell you, went to Buc-ee's for the first time.
Buc-ee's.
You ain't never heard of Buc-ee's?
No, I don't know.
What?
I don't know nothing about no Buc-ee's.
Bro, Buc-ee's is crazy. When I tell you the business model, somebody getting paid. It's a gas station, like a gas station and like a grocery store had a baby.
Okay.
They have their own merch in there.
Oh, wow.
You get Buc-ee's t-shirts. Okay. They got keychains.
Okay.
Pet shirts.
Okay.
And then they got legit food, like a food court, brisket, chicken sandwiches.
I don't know nothing about
when you on the road again, bro, because I know you be on road. And in fact, I went to I think this newer one was near Bowling Green.
I might be in Memphis. Bro,
the Buc-ee's was insane. I thought it was a holiday movie. Like it was like a flood of people that came in, kids screaming.
Really?
They got registers, they got slushies and dog sleds in the same joint, and you can get your gas filled. So it's become this whole thing, and now Buc-ee's is like really growing. So that was my first time in there, but it was definitely overwhelming. I was told it wasn't like that all the time, but I don't know how it's not, because it's like such a hype thing right now.
Yeah.
They literally probably had like close to like 50 to 60 pumps, if not more, because just so much traffic comes through. And what's dope too, no trucks.
Really?
You cannot bring your truck in there. Only cars. So that's what really makes it like a family rest stop. Yeah. Make sure Anwar checks out Buc-ee's.
All right. Yeah. I might, like real talk. I might actually be.
You'll just have to go in there and vlog it for an experience, bro, because it's crazy.
What we gonna say?
And cleanest bathrooms on the planet. Like they chauffeuring you in the bathroom.
That is a major key, bro. If the bathroom is clean, like you get points for that,
bro.
Like,
and not even the guy's bathroom, the ladies' bathroom I heard it was immaculate. Like they're shuffling, like, oh yeah, this one's open, come on. And that lady, because you know the ladies' line doesn't move like the guys' line. Like we in and out, they'll still be in line for 40 minutes. They got done like probably like what, 5 minutes after us, which is a record.
Hospitality.
Usually it's 20 minutes. So
all right. How long was you out there for?
We were out there from Thursday to Saturday, and then came back to Madison on Saturday, and then drove back home Sunday.
Yeah. Eat good?
Yeah.
Okay. Memphis. Shout out Memphis.
Yeah.
And then speaking of eating good, I had I had food poisoning for the first time.
Yeah.
Which was
we thought you were dead.
Which is crazy. I thought I was, bro.
That was your first food poisoning?
That's my first time ever having.
I hope it's your last, bro, because that ruins an experience.
You know what, bro? I'm going to blame Miriam. I'm going to blame my homegirl, Miriam, because I don't trust Yelp reviews. I don't trust Google reviews. And TikTok, I need a person.
For real.
Who is.
Isn't that such a difference maker, though?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, this legit. Like, he legit, she legit.
Yeah, bro.
And that's how I make decisions on, you know what I'm saying?
Where to go.
Or I just get very detailed. I look at the menu. I go to the restaurant, I look at the pictures, and I'm able to be like, that looks like what that's supposed to look like, everything like that.
Because I'm going to tell y'all something in the burbs, especially with these Mexican spots. Y'all be lying about the Mexican spots. There is no, convince me otherwise, drop it in the comments or whatever it's going to be on. I have not had any real solid Mexican in the suburbs. I feel like we can only go out in the city. Deja refuses now. Like, That one spot,
Yeah.
Orland Maya Palace. Mm-mm.
Oh, I drove past
Mayan
there.
Palace.
I drove past
Mm-mm.
there. We almost went, but it was
Bro,
closed. It was too early.
no,
Because it's right across from the Tesla dealership.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not the move.
I had
Like,
to drop my car off and
and I know the clientele they be cooking for.
Yeah.
I want what y'all eating in the back. What
Yeah.
abuela is making in the kitchen at home. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't want the bland ass rice and beans with no no peppers.
No.
That
I'm very much
Chicago style.
Very much
Mexican.
I like authentic food.
Yeah,
and
we
so
going to Pilsen.
I feel like you gotta go to the yeah, bro. You just East Pilsen and get you right. But it not only was my first time with food poisoning, it was my first time going to a ramen spot
and getting food poisoning.
And get it. So I've only had like instant noodle ramen at the crib. I've never, which is I know,
bro, you should have been told me that.
I've never done ramen. I'm a pho guy.
Yeah.
So I go to Vietnamese restaurants and I get pho.
Yeah.
I will always get pho, a little broth. Like so when I want like a soup broth type of vibe, noodles, like all that, I'm gonna get pho. It's a little earthier. I don't know. I just go and get pho. I've never been to a ramen restaurant ever in my whole life.
I'm surprised you be in the city.
Cause
it's back to back.
I'm more of like a Thai food, sushi, Vietnamese pho, or I'll get like a banh mi. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of really in Korean.
Have you had saucy porka in Hyde Park?
No.
Fire.
No.
Their banh mi. That was the first place I had banh mi, but it's like a I forget what type of fusion, but it's Vietnamese fused with something else.
Okay, it's like
but
Asian
the
fusion
banh mi
restaurant,
is crazy. They have a duck one that I had for the first time, and then they also had a kimchi one that was smacking too.
Okay.
Yeah. They give you that. They give you like these little like the bulgogi fries. Like they'll get you right. Yeah.
And we've been to cause you said bulgogi. I've taken you
Banchan.
to that. I'll take you to Banchan. Okay, yeah, we've been to Banchan.
Banchan, you kill yourself at Banchan,
yeah,
bro.
Banchan is a good spot,
bro. And there's one in Tinley now. I be
really?
yes.
Oh,
yeah.
they expanded.
You come out to the spot, yeah, bro. We can do that. We can do that.
Okay, all right.
We can do that.
Say less. Yeah, Tinley got some stuff, but yeah, bro. So I had to. I'm just on Yelp, Google, whatever. I seen this ramen spot. I was like, boom. I said, hey, yo, moms, let's get dressed. Like, get dressed. I got a couple meetings, but I think I could squeeze in this ramen joint in between the meetings. And we pulled up there, and I don't know. I just wasn't really. I ain't really like the vibe. It was in a weird part of Naperville. Like I thought it was gonna be
like busing, but
like Main Street. Like I thought it was gonna
this place
be.
up, or it was recommended?
I just Googled like ramen near me, and it was top of the list. And then I checked. It had a decent amount of reviews. It was 4 stars, which I never give. I don't give a damn what the stars is. I don't give a damn what the. You know what I'm saying? I never go off that.
Bolingbrook too. Y'all are crazy.
I never ever go off that. But my homegirl is like I'm gonna give her some credit. She really deep dives into like Google and Yelp reviews.
Okay.
And she leaves a lot of Google and Yelp reviews.
Yeah.
I don't go off that at all.
I've
but
only
she does.
had to do that one time.
And so I was trying to remember what she'd be looking for. She'd be looking for amount of comments, star count, all that type of stuff. So I like just dug in there a little bit, barely. I'm hungry. I'm trying to make a move.
That's the worst too, because now we not thinking clear. Like we just trying to eat.
Yeah.
And so you have to roll dice on that.
So
you're like, okay.
We get there. My mom got a chicken ramen with a black garlic broth.
Okay.
I got a beef ramen with a spicy miso broth.
Okay.
And then we had like chicken katsu on the side.
Okay.
My mom was fine. Nothing happened to her. I never cut the beef open. First of all, I thought I was gonna, when I ordered the beef ramen, I'm thinking I'm gonna get like strips of like steak, and it's gonna be a little pink in the center and all that. No, I got like breakfast sausages. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got that type of beef. They were like
red flag number 1.
Yeah, they were like meatballs, but they were like not full they were like saucers. They weren't
okay.
They weren't.
Were they cut?
They were not cut. and I never I never looked inside.
Yeah, so you didn't know it was purple on the inside.
Yeah. I never looked inside these like meatballs that weren't meatball. Like, you know what I'm saying? These were not like round, beautifully round cut, like, you know, meatballs. These were, again, they were like
purple flying sauce.
They were like flying saucers. And I never checked them. I get home and I'm immediately exhausted.
Oh,
it's 2:30.
You're done.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon.
It's a wrap.
I haven't eaten all day, and I didn't have no itis. It wasn't like itis.
Oh no, you know the difference.
You know what I'm saying?
Itis and medical fatigue.
Food sit you down, and you just like exhausted. Like it was instantly. I was exhausted.
Your body was.
I got home. I worked. I took all the meetings I had. I worked till not 5. I worked till like 6:30 that day, and I shut everything down. And I laid in my bed.
Oh yeah.
And I laid in my bed
after work,
like right after work.
You
and
done, bro.
I was tired, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm just tired. What the hell?
When you get that
I went for a
nap.
walk. I went for a walk that morning.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm like, damn, okay. I walked 1.5 miles this morning, but I'm not. I ain't that out of. Don't ever do me like that. I ain't that out of shape. And yeah, bro. I just
nah, bro.
I woke up at 3 a.m. and
I was gonna say.
Fighting for my life.
Like you on a slave ship. Oh, you get up.
From 3 a.m., you know, that night until, you know, maybe a day ago. So, like, almost like 3-4 days, I was really...
So what was your stomach saying to you when you woke up? It was cussing at you.
It was gone, bro. My
stomach
was no longer there. I'm the captain now.
Yeah, bro.
It was somebody else there, man. I was possessed for about 3-4 days. I've never felt anything like that, like quite like that in my life. Like I've never experienced.
Bro, it's like a fever dream.
I never experienced anything quite like that.
You cannot like look at something without throwing up. Like it's just,
it was bad.
It's on and popping because your body is like, we gotta purge whatever's in here.
Yeah.
But that's such a and we were just talking about throwing up, which is funny. I think for guys especially, because women, the pain tolerance is higher because obviously they got the time.
That's what my sister was saying
but
to me.
like we just built for this. Y'all don't understand. Shout out to the ladies. They go through it monthly. So for us, it hits like 3 times as hard. And so that bout of throwing up, that's why I said I can count on my fingers how many times.
Yeah.
Because that's like a last resort. I ain't even trying to go this way. And so yeah, I feel for you, bro.
So yeah, it's just like, speaking of throwing up, I think I have like a phobia of it.
Yeah, because you don't. It's not an occurrence.
Nah, it's not. It's not a regular
do
thing. My stomach is, you know, it's made of steel for the most part. Like I don't really be having issues, but yeah, bro, I be like fighting back, and so
I know the mental battle.
I've had previous experiences where like I was like fighting it so much that I actually busted blood vessels.
I remember.
It happened twice.
I remember.
I busted blood vessel. First time just in my eye, and I had like blood in my eye that like had to dry up and then evaporate over time, and I was looking crazy. The second time, I actually had blood like splatters in my face.
Oh yeah, bro, because you did.
I had like all this red stuff, and I'm pretty pale, so it's like I have all this red stuff,
bro,
in my nose and in my face, like it's in my skin. So that's how like
that means you was like on the toilet jumping.
Yeah, bro, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? looking like, you know what I'm saying, Spider-Man.
Yeah, bro.
Try to hold it back when you just supposed to like relax and just kind of let your body do your thing. So, you know, I look good, you know, nothing too crazy going on. So I've since learned, but that's how irregular throwing up, stomach problems is for me. And to your point, I having, you know, 2 sisters and my mama talking to them. They like, oh, you ain't used to this.
Exactly. You ain't seen
that.
Nothing
ain't
yet.
Nothing. Yeah, I've had that. I get
every
that.
Time. I wish you could understand.
Yeah. So,
like,
no, I definitely have a little bit more understanding. So that was that. And then while I was doing all that, you celebrated a birthday.
Sure did. I am the 27 now.
27.
December 4th This past Wednesday. Shout out to the brothers. Y'all already know.
You already know.
I didn't participate this year.
I was about to say, I ain't see you in nobody's story at
bro.
Hugh.
I had to say goodbye to Johnny Walker, Gentleman Jack, Captain Morgan, Hennessy, and any other friends that you all had at the function. Because we went at it last year, bro. We went at it last year, and that was probably like one of the worst hangovers I've ever had in my life. So, yeah, that's that when you get up and the room's still on the side.
Oh wow,
it was rough, bro. It was rough.
Yeah, but no, that's what's up. So you just it sound like you just had a nice time with your lady.
Yeah, we chill. Well, actually, she worked late because she's got a new gig that she's translated into full time at the beginning of the year, but she sees clients like after work, and so it felt like in a new kind of weird spot because I'm starting a new job. She's in the process of getting ramped up at the new job.
Yeah.
And then we had a holiday Christmas party that we had to go to for her new job yesterday. So we're pushing like all the birthday festivities and stuff kind of like to next weekend. And it's our anniversary today. Happy anniversary, baby. That's our 5-year, but this will be the last one before it's my wife.
That's crazy.
So yeah, so before our marriage date, 9/20/25 next September.
Yeah. 5 years.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I know y'all been together forever, but I just ain't put it different. I have it like hearing the numbers. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. It hits different. It hits different now, especially when you can kind of see how things have changed over time from like these different eras we're in, from college to her being in grad school and making that move and us like moving in together and doing that, and then moving to Chicago and like now to the burbs. Like there's so many different like chapters to finally look back at and see that growth.
Absolutely. And I think as your friend, it's very cool from my perspective.
Yeah, you got the documentary.
As this is my first friendship that's I'm this close to, that's evolving in the way that it is.
Yeah.
To be there from
like day
the
zero.
beginning and then seeing the evolution and flow and I can proudly say I've been to every apartment or
you literally seen it all, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So it is very cool. It's just very cool to see. And I told him happy birthday. This how it happened.
Yeah,
this is a true this is a true story.
1 a.m. then.
I told him happy birthday at like
8. It was 8. It was 8.
I was about to say.
Yeah, because it was late.
I remember it was like at 8 o'clock. I told him happy birthday, and then I began to type this big paragraph, and then my phone started ringing. He FaceTimed me. But in true food poisoning fashion, I was on the toilet. I was on the toilet when he was FaceTiming me. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do this whole happy birthday thing on the phone, bro. I'm gonna text you what I wanted to say. And then I had to cut what I, was the paragraph to say, I'll text you, I'll hit you right back.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I just won't text the paragraph, but instead I'll call him when I get. So then, what I'm saying, 2 hours go by, I get off the toilet. So now so now I go to give him his call. Then he's like, nah, I gotta hit you back. And then we ended up just missing each other. So I realized I didn't get to say what I wanted to say until literally just right now. But what I was typing in this big paragraph was that, in my opinion, I think there's like so many different routes you could take to success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think I have more of a holistic view of success. Not just, financially or, what I'm saying?
Same. Being rich in those different ways.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's something that I definitely am more subscribed to than maybe I have previously.
Yeah.
But, there's so many ways to go about it. You and I are going about it a different way, but it's so close to be so close to your way of going about it.
Yeah.
And I think seeing the prioritization of, you know, your relationship and building this, you know, home base and extended support system. You know,
Yeah,
obviously I've seen your home life and your
for
family
sure.
and everything. Bright, beautiful, supportive, energetic, excited
Yeah.
for you. Like, that's so dope. And so for you to continue to pour water into that dynamic, as well as cultivate this, you know, ecosystem of
Yeah.
like life and everything that you're building with Deja, I think it's just a beautiful way to go about, you know, generating wealth
Mm-hmm.
in these different buckets of
Yeah,
life
man.
that we're talking about. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
You got the guy that, you know, sits in and lives in his office
Uh-huh.
and on the 5th floor
Yeah.
of the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's eating cheese toasties
Exactly,
and
bro.
he builds the startup and, you know, whatever.
Uh-huh.
You got, like, you know, you got the people that meet at work. You got, like, there's all these different, you know, narrative, and people tell, oh, you know, do the online dating. Some people say, you know,
Yeah,
the you know, it's just all these different ways. There's even cultural elements to it. I watched this like Indian matchmaker show
Yeah.
on Netflix, and it's just like, you know, you work on yourself, you know, you stay close with your family,
Yeah.
and you build all these things, and then they go out and they find you this match. Like, there's all these ways to do it. I've seen success in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So there's not one way to do it.
For sure.
And so to see, you know, your way of going about it, I think is so dope. And what I love about it is it's so it's like Josh coded. Like, if you know Josh, if you know the wizard, you know what I'm saying?
man.
If you really know who this guy is, and it just makes, like, the route that you're taking just makes so much sense for you, your personality, and I think you just, like, really put yourself in a position to win.
Yeah, man.
And so I'm just so, like, excited for you, because it's just like, oh, it just feels like, oh, this is just perfect for Josh.
I appreciate
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I think about you and I'm thinking about your birthday this year, and obviously you're going into, you know, what? We about to be 7 months out, 8 months out, or however
bro,
it is,
some
you know, from the
change,
big day. And
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? It's kind of on my mind when I think about your birthday and you turning 27. And so yeah, just super excited for you. And yeah, I think just, again, routes to success, there's so
Yeah.
many of them. And
Yeah,
I
man, I
really
appreciate
like the way that, you know, you're building out your journey, and it just feels like perfect for you, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
Didn't even have to say it on the toilet.
Nah. Yeah, we wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna do that. So I was like, I'll just
that was
call
a
you
lot
back.
more wholesome.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't do
Yeah,
that.
I appreciate
The
it,
ratchet
yeah.
stuff.
Journey's been good.
But speaking of birthdays, holidays, relationships, we had a little moment on TikTok
Yeah.
that went really well with one of these Am I the Asshole stories,
Yeah,
which,
while we
again, when we first started doing, I told you I freaking love watching these. And so I was like, you know what, for this episode, let's run through a couple more, because I just feel like it's such a good time to, you know, I think there's so many crazy scenarios where, you know, it's just you and your little circle, and then you get around the holidays, and now we're introducing a lot of different variables.
Drama.
And it just makes
dynamics.
for, you know what I'm saying? I think it just makes for, like, really good stories, and it's just like, I don't know, navigating all of that is interesting, and I think it makes perfect for, like, Am I the Asshole?
Yeah,
So
especially we're doing Christmas edition.
we went in our bag. We looked up a couple more. I will tell you guys, I didn't read none of these. I just looked at
the
titles because I want to be.
We want raw reactions.
I want to be in the moment as we're reading these. So we got a couple Am I the Assholes for you guys, and we're gonna run through a couple of these and just kind of give our perspective. And yeah, we'll get into it. So This first one is interesting. It says, "Will I be the asshole if I don't go to my boyfriend's family home for Christmas?"
Okay.
All right. So, am I the asshole? 28 year, or let me read this again.
Yeah, the typos get crazy.
Yeah.
Get crazy.
I'm still not used to the Reddit thing where they do the I
25
and then
F,
yeah,
33 M. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Am I the asshole if I don't go to my boyfriend's family's home for Christmas? I, 28-year-old female, am not close with my parents. Long story short, they're not exactly good people, but I'm always cordial with them and have always come home for Christmas. Last year, I invited my boyfriend, 28-year-old male, to come if he wanted after asking my parents. They were fine with it. And he came and we had a good time. This year, he's inviting me to come to his parents' house for Christmas.
Okay.
I like his parents, but I must admit I don't really want to go because it's maybe shallow. I don't think it will be fun or as fun. My parents, for all their flaws, like to have a good time. There's always lots of alcohol, great food, and general festivity at their house over the holidays. Even more importantly, Christmas week has always been a time for me and my sister, who live in different cities, to hang out and have fun. My boyfriend's parents don't drink. They don't do anything special for holiday meals, and they live in a suburb far from fun activities. His sister and her husband have a just turned 1-year-old. So the chances that we're going to be able to go out and have fun with them and are somewhat slim.
Yeah.
More than anything, I'll miss my sister. However, if she goes back to her city for New Year's Eve, I may visit and see her then. My boyfriend's situation. He's not particularly close with his family either, but I think he feels he should come see them this year since he was with my family last year.
Okay.
I think he wants me to come both because of course it's nice to be together over the holidays, and because me being there will make things more fun for him. He says he'll try his best to make things fun, and I believe him. So here's some more information. She says, my sister, I've talked with her, and while she'd like to see me over Christmas, she says she's okay with my going to my boyfriend's parents if it's what I want to do, especially since we might see each other over New Year's. Will I be the asshole if I didn't go to my boyfriend's parents for Christmas simply because I don't think I'll have as much fun?
Okay. You could be. You could be. And I can speak on this being where I'm at now and having to navigate holidays with both families living in two different states. So that's a whole dynamic. So our thing is where we flip, like we do Thanksgiving and Christmas flipped. So we did Thanksgiving with I'll just say in-laws at this point. Yeah. In-law side on Thanksgiving in Memphis, and then we did we're doing Christmas with my family. But we flipped it last year where we did Christmas in Indiana, and then Thanksgiving was here. And so with that, that's a discussion that you have to have, because at the end of the day, relationships are about sacrifice. And sacrifice it can have a negative connotation because the first thing somebody thinks of is like, what am I giving up? But at the same time, you also have to realize what else you are protecting and what's worth not sacrificing for this moment. Because at the end of the day, Christmas is going to be every year. Thanksgiving is every year. It's not going anywhere. And so I think that she's got the out with the sister for New Year's. And to kind of keep it equal, you got to go to your guy's family's house at some point. Like, and sometimes it may not be fun. I've had fun at every one of those, so I feel for you because Deja's family's lit. But I will say that I get and I understand having to kind of like fall on your sword. But sometimes you got to do that because it is a relationship. There's stuff that I'm into that Deja's not into that I know she just does with me, but she understands that it's not because of the thing that we're doing. She just knows it's important to me. And it's plenty of stuff that I do, like going to Lakeview while she gets her nails done for 3 hours. And I sit in the car or walk a country mile around Lakeview while that gets done. But I do that because we spend time with each other and we might get some ramen afterwards. And so those are the things, oh my God. You to Naperville, we don't do that. Once again, city move for the ramen.
Yeah.
But I will say that you have to have those sacrifices. I don't know how young the relationship is, so that could be playing a factor. But for me, I feel like that's more of a, I think, what was Kiki Palmer was saying that when she went on Club Shay Shay? You want to make this a me or a we? And this activity that you're doing, because let me tell you something, it does not go away in your relationships. If you want it to be a we, sometimes you got to make it work, bro. And that means that, you may not have a fun family-filled Christmas with your family this year, but you make the most of it because, that's your person. But then again, I don't know if they just met on Hinge and it's just been rolling for a year or what. So there's other factors. But for her, in my mind, to say, I'm not going to have fun, so that's why I'm not going to go, that kind of gives me a bird's eye view of the thinking in the relationship. Because it's outside of just having fun, bro.
No, I think you hit it on the nose. And so they're both 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? And,
Okay.
and I don't think that she is looking at this Christmas as a like she's not thinking about the long-term play at all. And the family dynamic and where you split time is
it's crucial, bro.
It's a huge communication aspect to a relationship.
Yeah.
And particularly how you guys go about Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holidays and everything like that.
I would say that's one of the first kind of like tests the relationship goes through.
Yeah, it definitely when you get to the point where, you're comfortable enough that you guys are spending time with family and
holidays.
You know what I'm saying? My sister or whatever, like my mom, my parent, you meet the folks and all that type of stuff. And you guys are
in there now.
Integrated. Yeah. So y'all in the end game now. But I think that's a really short-sighted mindset. Like, oh, I'm not going to have as much fun, so I think I'm going to just go kick it with my parents.
Right.
And so I think that it's definitely, beyond this situation, that's more the red flag on a long-term tip, because it's just like, well, where are you, how are you guys going to address this next year? And then the next year, and then the next year, because it doesn't go away. And his ability to compromise last year and be like, oh, I'm going to come pull up and show love to the fam, and I did it, and you don't even really like your parents for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I came through and I showed you, I had support for you because I know it's tough, or whatever, that dynamic could be a little interesting for you, so I got you. Then on the flip side, it's like, oh, yeah, I want to spend time with my family because I wasn't there last year.
Exactly.
And then now you don't want to,
See, there's no reciprocation there, though.
Exactly.
So, homie, that's a red flag. I'm going to let you know right now.
That's a red flag.
You might have to check that.
So, I'm going to say it's a soft.
Well, we're saying, would I be? So, we can say you would be.
Yeah.
You would be.
I personally think you would be
the
asshole. I know you talking about the sister thing, but I would say you definitely go to Christmas with your man.
Yeah.
And then you double, triple confirm / make the effort to, see sis on New Year's. So that's how y'all got that time together.
Right.
That's the play that I would make. The other thing I would say is like, reciprocity is respect for me.
Exactly. You talked about that.
Huge on reciprocity. Huge on reciprocity. It's definitely a
currency.
It's definitely a form of respect. You know what I'm saying? So I think finding some compromise, you can get creative with the deal as well.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I think you should try and compromise in some way. Say you couldn't get to the, Christmas or whatever.
Exactly.
But you can get to the Christmas. You just don't think it'll be that fun. Like, so if that's, we're going to spend less time there. Like, okay, I could give you 2 days. I got 48 hours at the rents. We ain't got to do the whole week.
Exactly.
My whole PTO over there. Like, I'm not saying move like that. It's just show love, come through.
Hit your marks and
exactly. There's other conversations. You can get creative with the deal. It's that one person feels like, okay, cool, you had me, and then now we can go and do this and that.
Exactly.
It's a long, it's a lot of PTO, it's a lot of things to do. So you can find a way to make that time work.
Exactly.
So I think for your only option to be is not go. Just because it's not fun.
It's kind of crazy now that you're talking about it,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? For that to be like, boom, we taking it to, I'm just not going to go because
I'm not going to have fun?
It's crazy to me.
It's kind of weird, actually.
Because it's a whole.
Like, you can't see the whole thing. That it's not about Christmas, what we're doing. You can't see the intangibles that's like with that.
Exactly.
Family time, parents still getting to know you. Like, especially in your relationships, early on, the holidays are critical when y'all start moving that way.
Yeah.
Because that's when you actually have sit down time with the family and like a relaxed like environment. It's not formal. Oh, I'm going to dinner with his parents. And then it's this formal courting that's happening.
Yep.
It's like we can actually see who you are and you can see how the family is.
Yep.
And so that's your recon to really say, do I want to be in this thing?
Exactly.
You're going to see where your guy or your girl is coming from.
That's where I come back and say, like, she not looking at the long term and really like the I don't want to say severity, but just like the importance.
Yeah.
There's so much that goes into this. It's not just about having fun on Christmas. It's building relationships with the family or learning more about your partner or it's just there's so much more into it. And I think she's just very surface level.
Yeah.
So, could you be surface level and how you kind of approach this relationship? And then that comes back, right? We just been on bump. We met on hands.
Exactly.
We 8 months in this thing.
So that's why I'm like,
they have to be at least a year in.
Yeah, they could be going to,
you know what I'm saying?
She would be surprised though, because some people be doing that early holidays.
Right. Well, I'm saying at least a year because he brought you on, and now we back at another Christmas. So at least we're dealing with 12 months at the least.
I feel for you if you've been ambushed with the holiday, like, oh yeah, me and my parents, and it's like we've been dating for 3 months.
No. So I'm gonna say on this one, you would definitely be the asshole.
Okay.
If that's how you got to that after, like,
that's the reasoning.
If that's the reasoning and that was the conclusion, I'm just not finna go because it's not gonna be fun. Even though he pulled up for yours, like, I don't know. And you said he's not that close with his family, so
exactly.
I'm like, dang, like
he might have got you out of there early anyway.
Yeah, you just gonna air bro out, just be like, all right, I know you're not that close to your family. I'm not that close with mine either, but you stuck it out for me. But I'm gonna just let you handle that on your own. It's like, I don't know, why wouldn't you want to be with your man on Christmas?
She don't want to be with.
that's real. But that's what I'm saying. It seems like it's more. Yeah, it's more to it than that.
He gotta.
So
he got some stuff to check on.
Yeah, y'all have maybe a little bit more to talk about than just who going where for Christmas.
Comments jump because y'all are opinionated.
Yeah. But nah, that's what I would say with that one for sure. I think she might be the asshole for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. We got a bunch.
I got another one.
You got one for us?
I can do the holiday.
Okay. Hold on, let it rip.
This one is, let's see. Am I the asshole for ditching my girlfriend for one night while we're on holiday?
Wow, that's crazy.
Ditching her. It says, so my partner and I are going to my hometown. My hometown just after Christmas. Her family is all in Japan. We are spending 2 weeks, of which most will be spent with my family and a few days of us exploring by ourselves. My high school friends want to make plans to catch up and get an Airbnb and spend the night playing games, etc. I asked my girlfriend if she minds if I don't bring her along, as none of my other friends are bringing their partners, and it changes the dynamic somewhat. English isn't her first language, so a lot of the games we'd like to play would be too difficult for her. I gave her the option she could stay with my family, whom she's met before, or she could stay with my high school friend's girlfriend, whom we have stayed with before and we will probably stay with for one night again. She blew up. Now she's saying she isn't coming on the trip anymore, etc., etc. Then I offered instead to fly to my hometown a couple days earlier than originally planned. and catch up with my friends, and then I'll pick her up from the airport. This, too, is not an option, apparently, and she maintains she is no longer coming on the trip, which, by the way, I have paid for half the flight. Am I the asshole? Okay. And then he's got some additional stuff here. Edit. This blew up a bit. I feel like the majority are saying I'm the asshole, but there is a strong minority who disagree. So I'm glad to hear it's not clear cut. To address some recurring themes, she does speak English. We live in Australia and she has worked and lived here for 5 years. I just meant that she struggles to understand new games and in general has no interest in any sort of intellectual game, quote unquote. 2, I would happily put her up in the private Airbnb or similar if she wanted. I didn't offer it because I'm pretty sure she wouldn't want to either. But when I discuss it next, I will make sure that she knows that option is available. 3, I mentioned in one comment on the thread, I think part of this is that she's worried about why I don't want her there. She asked if we are going to get strippers. But I feel like she knows that is ridiculous. Anyway, my plan is to have another talk with her about it. I will present the solo accommodation option as well. And if she won't concede to any of it, then I guess I'll just have to bring her along and take mental note of how uncompromising she can be. Thanks for all your replies. I will read them all.
Wow. I need clarity. They're just going on a trip together.
Right.
So please clarify. From my understanding, they're going on a trip together, and then now he's trying to double dip.
Right, with the homies.
He trying to double dip with the homies.
Yeah.
She peeped game, and he's surprised that he got his ass.
Exactly.
He got his ass toe off.
Exactly,
she
bro.
She tore that ass off. And this motherfucker surprised.
Yeah, bro. I could have told you from off rip that wasn't going, bro. And on top of that, the whole you can't come either. You're done for.
Oh shit!
You are cooked.
Hey, look
cooked up, bro.
Look, man. Look.
Yeah, you are big dog, and that's gonna be a rough ride home.
Look, man. One thing that I'm seeing a lot on the internet is that comprehension is very low.
Yeah.
Well, I would say what's been around for a long time is men's lack of understanding of women.
Of women, yeah, for sure.
And this was a clear display. Like, damn, you don't understand women at all. And I just thought that I just thought that was hilarious. That just was hilarious because he seemed so surprised.
Oh yeah, he was good with it.
He seemed shocked
because in his mind, he good.
Oh, and this is
that's a mistake guys can make because we'll be like, if she did that, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Go ahead, do your thing.
Ooh, she tore that ass off. She tore that ass off. He wasn't ready for it. Look, man,
you want to get showed off,
bro. To double dipping like that, and you trying to like, make this trip work for, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I think there's a time and a place for everything. You want to have your boys night vibe, everything like that. And then gonna push her off with family that she don't even really, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or push her off with your homeboy's girl that, we stayed with once. Yeah, with you.
Exactly. Exactly,
she
bro.
Stayed with you. That's not her home girl.
And you gonna leave her with the parents.
That's not her family. She ain't got her girls with her. Like, if you have a friend group where it's like, oh, we all hang out and we got this, we mutuals and
done
everything.
Deal. We can talk now.
But you just kind of dump her off somewhere so it's convenient for you. And I think you really lacked prioritization.
Yeah, you have to prioritize your woman, bro.
And I just think that his inability to see that is just so telling that he has low comprehension when it comes to women, because I just feel like that's just a very 1 + 1 = 2.
Exactly. But you would think that though. But
you would think that, but that's
we've
not
had
the case.
Conversation. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, you want to pick and choose your battle because I see this on spot row 5.
Yep.
And it's going to come and smack you if you don't do this right the first time.
Yep.
And that's what we were just talking about the last thing, like sacrifices, like in relationships.
For sure.
You may not be able to see the homies this time around if you didn't plotted a trip with your girl and family, that's automatically intimate.
Yeah.
So unless you can kind of get the friends to come to what y'all got going on, it's not gonna fly because she's already in an uncomfortable environment. And you can't just leave her out to dry and be like, oh, fend for yourself while I go.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if the family dynamic isn't like,
you know what I'm saying?
There yet, where she's completely comfortable.
Yeah. And I think
strippers
it's hilarious. I mean, you could add that part to it, but I'm not even totally shocked that maybe that could have been something that crossed her mind. Because for the lack of consideration from her, like you got to be able to.
You got to take it times 10.
Empathy.
How a woman is gonna think.
I think we're low on empathy. His inability to put himself in that size 7, you know what I'm saying,
and
flat.
Be like, I'm gonna be sitting here,
and I'm gonna be doing it, and I'm like, wow, this little motherfucker trying to get rid of me. What for?
Exactly.
Is it strippers coming?
Exactly.
What's going? Because this don't make no sense. How you just want to dump me off? Why don't you want me there? Like, you feel me? Because it just don't make no sense.
It's so
now we trying to
fill in the gap.
Like, okay, 1 + 1 not equaling 2. It had to. Why are we doing this? So I'm not totally even shocked that was a conclusion that someone could have came to, a theory that could have been thrown out.
Yeah,
I'm not, but. Bottom line is, I think what saves me a lot is just a heavy dose of consideration.
Exactly.
Let me put my feet in your shoes and let me consider. And I think that his other point was like, oh, I guess I got to take note that she ain't compromised. And I feel like,
you just
no.
You got caught up, bro.
It's not that. It's not a lack of. It's a lack of consideration on your part. You think that this is a compromise. I get some time with my boys. And you get some. No, she don't get nothing. Shit. And you get time with. So you didn't really approach that situation.
As best as you can.
With a strong enough consideration of like her position and everything like that.
Yeah.
And you tried to add some context in the end to save yourself, but I still felt like you was missing a lot of pieces. So. No, you really have to consider your partner and think about what they would want.
Exactly.
I'm going to jump a little bit. I saw an incredible TikTok while I was on my deathbed of this woman, and she was saying she was dating this guy. And she was really liking him. Okay. And he got her tickets to a Commanders football game, NFL game, which, Commanders, it's an expensive ticket and everything like that. And he's like, oh, and by the way, this is your Christmas gift. She doesn't like sports. And she's not a sports girl at all.
It's the assumptiveness.
And you know what I'm saying? So, this is your Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying? And, I think to clear it up, she was like, before you even think like, oh, he was just being silly or he was joking or like whatever, there's a lot of times where he throws out these like, hey, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's 39, she's 32.
Yeah.
And so she was like, oh, maybe that's why you're single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why you getting her Commanders tickets and she don't even...
But she was so eloquent in how she spoke and broke down that dynamic and why that was an issue.
Yeah.
And I felt like, wow, I just haven't seen people talk about relationships online like this in a while. And I think she hit so many things like on the nose. But the bottom line thing that she was talking about was like, wow, he got me these tickets, and somebody, right, is tricking, whatever you want to say. But she has so much emotional intelligence that she's like, I'm not feeling how I'm supposed to feel. Exactly. It's like, oh, you did something for me. Like, that's really sweet. I'm grateful. At the same time, though, you gave me no consideration.
Right, like the internal is
you
off.
Didn't consider. Yeah. He bundled. He was efficient. Oh, I'm going to take her out.
That ain't going to work.
And then I'm going to justify the price of these NFL tickets because, this also doubles as her Christmas gift.
Exactly.
Right? Oh, I'm going to go out with the boys on the trip. And I'm going to
take her on the trip.
And take her on the trip. and I'm gonna justify it, you know what I'm saying? Because she get to come too. But when I go out with the boys, like she'll be. I mean, that's a familiar face. It's cool, and it's not a high enough dose of consideration.
Yeah, too many loose ends on that.
You create, this feeling of like, oh wow, he's being thoughtful, he's being considerate, he's being, he's prioritizing me, he's putting energy into me, and really thinking about, well, what would she want? What would she like? What would make her happy? And I think that is
not
like
just like doing the check the box thing.
Those are two situations, but I think like you can say it's definitely an epidemic of guys out here that are just not that great at that.
And it's not hard either, man. Like, just save yourself the trouble. It's basically what it really, even though it is always gonna be from like a relationship standpoint, and like ideally you want to be coming to grow. Also, sometimes, guys, you just gotta like pick and choose your battles, man. Like, because as men in that lack of empathy and emotional intelligence, you're gonna mess up. But if you can like bank some points to keep you out the doghouse, like do that. Like y'all be fumbling on the simplest stuff. Like get the flowers. If they've been like the subtle hints, pick up on the subtle hints, bro. Like pick up on what she's been looking at, or y'all go in the Target. I go in the Target religiously. I should have a damn gold plaque. I go to Target so much, but just little stuff they look at. Like I be in the I get the like, and then I know I'm like, okay, I'll keep this in the bank. And then if something is going wrong, or not even necessarily going wrong, but if something, is pressing or she's down, I got a resource now. I'm just like, let me pick that up. Let me pick it and get the flowers every time. It's so easy. Go on TikTok. There's a guy that literally shows you how to make bouquets. It is so easy,
Absolutely.
bro. I started doing that. I'm gonna bring that back. We just relocated, but I used to do it more when we were in Hyde Park because Trader Joe's has all the flowers.
Trader Joe's.
There's a Trader Joe's now, but I don't know how.
And Whole Foods is do that.
Do that. Go make the bouquet, bro. I promise you will be good for like at least a week and a half. Cover your ass. CYA. Get them flowers.
There once was a time where I was really cool with a florist, and so I had like you know what I'm saying, we would plot and put stuff together and everything like that. So. Now it's for real.
Figure out her favorite flowers.
Now speaking of the consideration play, like I think with fellas, we definitely got some things that we could work on. But I will tell you, I'm about to share a little bit of my business. I'm about to share a little bit of my business. I will say I have a friend.
Okay.
That's all we gonna say about that. I have a friend, and this made it to the sibling group chat. So this got sent to my sisters. This made it to the sibling group chat because I just was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm usually the chill guy. So
I'm the chill
guy. Tuesday at 3. This actually, me and my friend we send the chill guy, chill girl meme. So very fitting. But as y'all know, if y'all watched earlier in the pod, I was sick. And so that was Tuesday morning, 3 a.m. Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
And so it's Taco Tuesday. So I was gonna go to grab some tacos with my friend.
Okay.
So I hit him. I was just like, not him, hit him. I hit I hit apostrophe em. You know what I'm saying? I just had to
oh man.
Y'all be wilding out here.
Oh man, yeah.
Comprehension is low.
Exactly.
Comprehension is low. So I had to.
We are thorough over here.
I hit them. You know what I'm saying? Hit apostrophe.
Colloquialism.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, this is at 11:25 a.m. I was like, I got good news and bad news. They come back say, I said, bad news, I have food poisoning and I'm not leaving my house today.
Yeah.
No way. What did you eat? And I said, good news, I had to, trip for work. It got rescheduled. So hopefully I could recover and I'll still be in town, you know what I'm saying, later this week or you know what I'm saying, and we could reschedule. I can make it up to you, whatever. That's okay. Damn, I wanted some tacos, LOL.
Okay.
And I say, what did you eat? I responded to that. Oh, I went to this ramen spot. I took my mom there for lunch. It didn't go well, whatever. Damn, from ramen, really? And then I said, I said, I know, a weird, right? It must have been like this beef, da 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 da. Very subtle. Nothing too wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I was just like, damn, didn't ask me if I was okay.
Yeah, the emotional intelligence.
Didn't ask me if I needed something.
Just damn, I wanted some tacos.
Just damn, I really wanted those tacos. So it's like, damn, I really wanted those tacos. Now I can't get the tacos. I don't like transactional relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You only hanging out with me because you're getting free food
tacos
or whatever.
What the deal is.
Is that what the case is with this situation? I don't think so. Right? But you know what I'm saying? Situations aren't black and white like that. Oh, it's transactional. She only with you with the food, bro. For you, just a free meal to her. Nah, this is a very sweet person. Everything like that.
No, you've interacted. You got more context. Like, you know the person.
Yeah. At the same time, though, it's just like, the intentionality. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just the like, I know me. Like, I have a tracker. I know me and how I would have been in that situation. Yeah. I had people blowing my phone down. I had somebody, I'll tell you, this is my homegirl, Kyla. She called me out the blue. I picked up, after we was playing phone tag, she called me and she was just like, hey, you've been quiet. That's how, that's how on the nose some people are in my life.
I was like, I don't want to post it in.
And I'm not expecting this, friend to be
like at that level.
That level, but this one I actually told I was sick. I know if I hit Kyla, girl, you won't believe it. I got food poisoning. She would have came to the crib, made me some soup.
Exactly.
That's how, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, the fact that I didn't get I didn't get no.
To this day,
no check-in a couple days later. No, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And, anybody who's been, under the consideration of Anwar, I definitely
you don't go all out.
I do a lot for my people. Yeah. You sick or you whatever, or you just having a rough day. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot. She's got to experience a couple of those things or whatever. So
yeah.
I just thought it was interesting. There's nothing like this is. So this is the part two, and you know what I'm saying. I'm keeping it real. Right? Could that have made me sassy? Am I now sassy, man? Because
is that sassy?
Because you could say I felt away. I didn't feel away. Feeling away. This is my definition. If you felt away, that means you had an energy change, an energy shift. You felt away.
You moved me.
And then now you're moving, differently.
Exactly.
Now it's like, oh, now I'm good on
you made me change who I am.
Oh, now I'm... No. This person is still... my energy, actions hasn't changed, but I did put that in a filing cabinet.
Is that inventory?
I just took inventory. I took inventories. I don't think that makes me sassy, but I think there's a world out there.
Oh yeah, bro.
There's a world out there where now I'm a sassy. I'm acting like the women, crazy, or I'm a sassy man because
it's crazy.
Because I just took note of that.
The pop the balloon stuff is crazy because the girls are like, I'm not for no grown man arguing with a woman.
Right.
That's sassy. However, I do feel like there's nothing wrong as a man with wanting to have dialogue. And I feel like that's okay to normalize having conversations about stuff because that's how you're able to articulate your position. And then also you get to some type of resolution now to because if I care about the health of my if I didn't, I wouldn't say shit.
For sure.
But if I do, I'm like, hey, Anwar, yo, this wasn't cool because da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
That's not sassy in my opinion. And I think we have to kind of normalize the whole communication thing amongst men because that's why dudes aren't emotionally intelligent now, but then you'll get complaints about what he not doing. But I think as a partner or even friend, this doesn't always have to be romantic. I think it's more about being emotionally intelligent and providing space to cultivate those type of relationships with the people that you connected with. I want to let you know that you can call. I'll tell you right now, I want to call me out if I'm on some BS. I need you to do that. If you see me, and this would never happen for the record, but if I'm out and I'm chatting to some shorty. And
never will happen. But
I'm
I get what you're saying.
I need you to be my homie and my actual homie. Hey, bro, now you because you've seen what I've been working to build. I need you to J-Dog, you need to check that, bro. You need to do that. And I feel like guys, we don't really we don't normalize that enough. We like, oh yeah, man, we gonna let it fly. But you're not helping your boy out.
Not
at the end of the day.
Not every personality has that type of you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I absolutely know you and I both. Like you know what I'm saying. I know where your goals. I know where you want to go. I know who you want to be. And you know what I'm saying. If you off path, I'm gonna be like, hey. Fix up.
Yeah, like you need to tighten up, bro.
Tighten up. What you want? You good?
Yeah.
What's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. There's a lot of dynamics where that's not even and I've definitely have tons of experiences where someone came at me and said I overstepped. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, you was moving funny and I actually care. And from the conversations we have, you know, your action didn't align with, this. And I was just trying to be a, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to be a real nigga, right? You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be a real friend. But if I'm overstepping it, okay, cool, now I know that. And so, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just...
I think we need to, like, exhaust that a bit more.
Yeah.
And take that on the chin. If you do overstep, I think...
Yeah.
That's okay because you should be in a place with that person. If you are attempting to be a real nigga, like in that situation,
1,000%.
Then that means I'm making the effort to like maintain our friendship. And then I'm not gonna be mad at you on that. I'm gonna say, hey, no, this wasn't what it actually was. Here's what this will look like. But I think we can normalize like taking that on the chin and like you don't always need permission to do that because you could be helping out your homie, bro.
But it's an accountability thing. Yeah. And some people have a tough time, dealing with. The accountability.
I think we're growing into that.
It's I think men holding other men accountable for themselves and for what I'm saying. And I think you're absolutely right. They just be letting stuff slide.
Because we talk about that whole honor thing, like we're very like code of ethics and just like
very principle.
Like you're big on like, hey, if you don't have like a code you're subscribing to, like I can't.
Huge.
I can't be around
I watched too many of them damn movies as a kid growing up.
I was a Viking. He's been a knight.
You know what I'm saying? It's a way that we go about things and that we conduct ourselves. So I hear you 1,000%. And so I think to your point, the sassy man can be that like whole thing is detrimental.
Yeah.
To the progress, it adds to the toxic masculinity, which I'd like to think collectively, women, men, we want to absorb, like we want to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And so, but they also don't want these sassy men. But I don't think that's the correct term, and I think that it's like situational. I also have the belief I don't argue with women.
Yeah,
but the mindset, I can give you more context. I will never be physically aggressive with a woman ever.
Which is crazy.
But also verbally aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm not raising, like you can try to intimidate and put it, like people do that. You'll never see me do that with a woman.
Because there's no need for it.
There's no need for it. We can always just have discussions. And I think I can confidently say like some of the, best communication, you know what I'm saying? I really make a big effort to communicate at a high level. And I think if I get in situations with people, we can come back and reflect on it and be like, oh wow, that was like some of the best communication I had with someone that I was dealing with or whatever the case may be. So I make a huge, effort to do those things, but there's no need to, argue.
Nah, especially if you care about the other person.
Exactly.
Like I recognize, hey, that's
bring it back. I like that we're having like characters in these. Bring it back to Coach Davidson that I talked about in I think the last episode.
Yeah.
She was like, hey, if I stop, coaching you and you don't hear me, if I'm on your ass. Like, that's a good thing.
Exactly.
If I don't have shit to say to you at the end of practice, during practice.
Yeah, you ain't doing something right.
Then that means I didn't gave up on you. Like, I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you actually should be worried. Not when I'm on your ass.
Because she's saying I see your potential and what you could be. And so I want to make sure that you get to the top of where you can be and do everything within my ability to help you get there.
So, when you say that, say I'm gonna continue to have these open discussions because I actually care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have these conversations.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel that 1,000%. But I wanted to bring that up because it was just that situation was just something interesting. Had a couple other people found out that I was sick. Some days went by, reached out to me again. Hey, you good?
Yeah.
This dude was blowing my phone down.
Yeah, because we need to stay
was
consistent with this.
he
But
was-
twofold, I'm like, are you good?
He was
'Cause
like,
literally,
I
bro.
had to call off the SWAT. I'm glad that
Like,
you
what's
doing
going
well.
on? All I heard from Anwar was, I'm going to the doctor's in the morning, and then it was radio silent for 9 hours straight.
Yeah. So
I'm like, is he on the iron lung?
you know what I'm saying?
Like, what
and
is
then
going
on the flip side, it was like, no text bag. Damn, I really wanted tacos, and now I'm so sorry that you're not feeling well. Like,
it damn, I didn't get my tacos.
And again, as this like code,
yeah,
principle, it's just like, you always make sure to say like, hey, I hope you're doing well. I hope you feel better. That's just like me being mannerable.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You can ask her to come over and take your temperature.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also give great, like, you could have been dropping off, doing all this, that, you know what I'm saying? There's just a lot going, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm never.
Nah, it's just something to like look out for.
Like I said, you just put it in
the thing. Like,
but
okay.
I'm very curious if you present that to Twitter or TikTok,
what they would say.
If now or pop the balloon, am I not a sassy man?
Are you not sassy for
you know what I'm saying?
For community? I don't think you're sassy.
Am I the sassy man now?
Am I the sassy man?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
I don't think that makes me sassy, and I'm not really a.
Nah, we gotta.
I don't really get all. I'm not one. I know what y'all be talking about with them sassy dudes. That's not really me for real. But it was just an interesting, situation. And again, consideration.
Exactly.
And so I think it can be missing on both sides of the ball. On both sides of the ball.
That's
so
true. Yeah.
definitely, fellas got some stuff that they could fix up. It's just like easy things they could be doing and then at the same time, it's just like, wow, like you want somebody a little more, I don't know if it's nurturing. I don't know what the word is, but like, you know what I'm saying? Just thoughtful or whatever, just to make that little intentionality to be, I hope you good.
That's all it is, man. It's just intentionality.
Yeah.
And that goes for your relationships. That goes for your health.
Yeah.
That goes for your professional life, spiritual life, family life. Like, intentionality to me is just being aware and making conscious choices and decisions, because if you don't, then you run the risk of fate, life, or other people deciding for you. And so that's why it's important to be intentional. Like, you can't, like I always use that analogy, like you can't, go to the airport, get a random ticket and be mad that you end up in nowhere, Delaware. No offense to people in Delaware, but I don't know what y'all be doing over there. I've heard nothing about Delaware, but put me on too, like I'm open. But yeah, like you have to chart your course and know where you're going at all times, and not to the point where you're always like omnipotent, like I know where I am all the time, or omniscient, whatever it is. It's just the fact that I'm making an effort to like walk in a straight line, essentially. And so, yeah.
And on that note, we're gonna do one more of these, and then we're gonna call it. I think I'm gonna do the one that you dropped in here.
Oh, that one's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about this one.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like for you too, you should read this one, especially because you're in that 3-sibling dynamic. But I love your guys' relationship and how, like, you all take care of each other, bro. And this was some weird, like, this is weird.
All right. Am I the asshole for wanting a real Christmas present this year? I want to start by saying that I completely understand the saying, it's the thought that counts. I don't expect expensive gifts, nor do I think gift giving is all about the price. I, 17-year-old female, have 2 brothers, an older brother, 18-year-old male, and a younger brother, 13 years old. Over the past 4 years, I've given both of them thoughtful and mildly expensive gifts. I don't expect anything from my younger brother, given his age, and that's totally fine.
Right.
However, my issue lies with my older brother. Every year he gives me baby or toddler toys as gifts. Things like baby shark toys, bottles, rattles, and other items that are not just
crazy
impractical. But
Monty would have had your head.
Wow. Things like baby shark toys, bottles, rattles, and other items that are not just impractical, but also intentionally silly. At first, I thought it was a funny gag gift. The first 2 years, I laughed it off. By the third year, though, it started to hurt, especially since he gets everyone else in the family thoughtful and meaningful gifts.
Oh, he's diabolical.
This year, I plan to get him a really nice gaming chair worth over $100. When I brought up gifts during a conversation, he mentioned that he planned to continue the baby gift tradition this Christmas. I told him not to bother getting me anything if it's going to be another baby toy, as I just throw it away or give it away. He got upset and called me selfish and a brat for not appreciating his joke. I explained that I spent a significant amount of time, effort, and money on thoughtful gifts for both my brothers, my mom, my best friend, and my boyfriend. It's frustrating to put in so much effort and only receive a $15 joke gift in return.
Yeah.
Year after year, I genuinely love gift giving. And it's not about the money, it's about the thought. But now he's convinced that I'm the one in the wrong for not appreciating the humor in his gifts.
That's crazy.
So am I the asshole?
No.
That is crazy.
Not at all. There's a lot to unpack there. It sounds like the older brother, once again, while we're talking about consideration, it's funny how all these things, this blended beautifully.
Yeah, it did.
The consideration is not there, bro. Especially when you're young and your teens. That $100 is a stack in kid money.
Huge.
Like, that's money. That's like, yo, I'm putting this money up throughout the year.
Huge.
I'm saving from work. That's disrespectful as hell, in my opinion, bro. To keep bringing me rattles.
Yeah, it sounded like 3 years.
Of rattles and Baby Shark?
Oh, no.
That's not flying well at all, bro. And it kind of says where he's at too mentally. Whoever you in a relationship, they got some things coming, bro. Cause you flying blind right now. What was that movie? Flight, Denzel. He flying the plane drunk upside down. That bad, bro. Like, nah, I don't think that was cool, man. Especially to your sister. And it sounds like too. What I heard was she said she loves gift giving. That's her love language.
Mm-hmm.
Like, guys are more like, I tend to be like acts of service, but gift giving is one that can be vital for people.
Yeah.
And not necessarily what she said, like, it's not an expensive thing, but she just likes, that says you're thinking about me, like, as your sister. And I think, too, she's 17, he's 18.
Yeah.
The relationship is maturing now. Like, that's the off to school kind of age, senior year. And so you need to start, I'm surprised the parents have said nothing.
I'm shocked. That's exactly where I was gonna go.
What's the deal?
Because you said Imani would have got up.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
Imani wouldn't have had to. My mama would have been like, "What are you doing?" Like, my mama would have been like, "Bring one of these rattly ass, loud ass toys in this house again. We gonna have a problem." She would get in the car. We gonna go here. And you gonna pick out something for your sister.
Yeah.
Like my mama would. You gonna pick out something for your sister.
Yeah, we're big. Like my family's big on cards. Like they don't do the joke card.
Yeah, no.
They don't do no joke card.
I'm already knowing.
What does that say? Put it back.
I've been around y'all.
Yeah, we don't do.
Around y'all. I've been around y'all. Y'all had to pick a card.
That's your performance review, bro. We don't.
Oh man,
we don't do that.
I've been around y'all. Was it Mother's Day? I don't know.
Mother's Day, definitely. We not playing on Mother's Day, bro. We followed that Tyler Perry blueprint. You don't upset Loretta, bro.
Hold on, bro.
You gonna give your mama a nice car.
The covert operation that was getting the car.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know if it was Mother's Day, so I don't want to incriminate.
Take me back,
I want to incriminate. We
you were there.
I was there. We was in Walgreens.
Were we out here?
Yeah, we was out here. We was around here.
It was Mother's Day or something like
that. Pops. It was messages
he be
going.
Sending us on runs, bro.
It was messages going back and forth.
Picking up for him too. He was like,
got in the house, had to talk to the handler, debrief on the mission.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I was just a fly on the wall.
Yeah,
Pops look at me. You don't know how are you?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we like, no, that ain't gonna work.
And it was we had I don't want to incriminate nobody. I don't know what can I say about this mission.
You can probably let it fly now because
you know what I'm saying?
It's past. What was that, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, we had to get something for Pops and we had to get something for the Sons.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, we had to make sense for Pops. And it had to make sense for, the duo. And it was 2 separate ones. So I think it was Mother's Day. And,
yeah.
And it was very covert. It was very, this was high level.
Oh yeah, bro.
They had to send out the best.
It was a Black Ops.
It was Black Ops. It was best effort. And it was
meaning that if you get caught, we can't.
It was failure is not an option.
Exactly. Do any means necessary. Get
any
this
means
done, bro.
necessary.
I remember.
And I remember we was in a walk. We was doing a lot. I think EJ was along for the ride.
We was all doing a lot.
It was a mission. So I know how serious that is.
Yeah, bro.
But to bring back to this, right? My mama is putting me in the car. She's taking me.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, you need to pick something for your, you know what I'm saying? Your sister. She would like this. She would like that. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, I definitely have a track record as an excellent gift giver. Especially for my sisters. Oh, good, just because I'm just so well versed in their worlds. You know what I'm saying? I think for a brother to be so, you know what I'm saying?
Intentionality.
The Pat McGrath makeup collection that my sister has, I could confidently say, like,
that was you.
I've sponsored, majority. I'll take half. I'm not gonna say majority. I'll say half of her entire, which is an extensive collection. Okay. I've sponsored that as well as numerous. I'm cold with it. Yeah. If you see my little sister walking around Scotland in a jacket,
she fresh.
I got her.
Yeah.
Whatever jacket she wearing, just know I got her that.
Yep.
The shoes she wearing, just know I got her that.
Yep.
And she wear it every day, and she like, I just know what they like and the colors and the, you know what I'm saying?
But you enjoy that too. So
but I enjoy it, right?
You're a curator.
So the difference is this dude is very self-serving. It's self-serving, serving others.
Exactly.
It's self-serving for me. He just doing it for him.
Because it's funny to him.
But mom's got to step in 3 years, so you tell...
What?
I
said
17? So if he 18, so, we take 15,
yeah.
16. Yeah.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Especially if she is continuously like not. It'd be one thing if we were like tit for tat with it, but if she's like, oh yeah,
and this is the parent thing. My mom's like, she got you that,
yeah.
She always so, you know what I'm saying, like. It was this kind of conversation
because we're not getting away with that.
No, we not. Mom is stepping in.
You going to the store today to fix this? Like, go.
Yeah.
Hey, we not get like that's a pull you off to the side with Pops. He's like, yo. Yeah. I don't know what you got going on. Yeah. Here's $50. Go make it happen.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go get some. Come back.
Yeah, that Christmas would be a lesson. Serve as a lesson for the next Christmas.
That's just crazy.
Because you got to have teachable moments with your kids, bro. So now I'm just curious, like, what else is not being taught? Like, that's weird.
And this is just, like, parenting. Like, this is the stuff that builds that. And now you get, like... I didn't express it, but for her to say she wasn't close with her family and they're just not good people, like I get that. And then for him to say he wasn't close with his family, it made that like very. I was just like, oh wow, like I kind of couldn't imagine.
Right,
on the holiday? On the last one, I kind of couldn't imagine. It was like throwing me off. This the type of shit that gets you to be where you're not close with your fucking family.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be very cognizant and intentional. Yeah. And, the parents really set that foundation, but also as, like, siblings, you have to uphold, you know what I'm saying?
And, like, that's where the execution of it comes into play because your parents not going to be here forever. So
exactly,
y'all are laying your foundation. And I guess, like, I see it now more in real time with my relationship with my brother because I remember my dad was always saying, like, you guys are going to, like, get close, and now we're like, I'll probably talk to EJ 17 times today.
Yeah.
But it didn't start like that because the age difference was so big.
Sure.
But they're absolutely right as far as like laying the foundation. Yeah. Because now you, my Nia, like it's like
Yeah.
Three Musketeers, Three Amigos, like this is what we do. The sibling, it made it to the sibling chat because as you evolve, like we're not gonna be kids forever. And so it's funny how on the back half of life, you got more adult years to spend with your siblings than you do kid years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy when you think about it. And so what foundation are we laying now?
And as a child, maybe you just don't have
nothing crazy. You're not gonna appreciate
to see like the foundation that you're setting. And that's where I think the number one thing for this, and I didn't look even at the comments, but the number one thing for this for me is, to your point, the parents need to step in
and correct that
and clean that up.
And correct that.
Because it could do a lot on the long term. And so, that's just you don't want to play those type of games. Yeah. It was cute a little bit. That's a funny thing. And then have the actual joint behind.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to just run that play, you ain't got to whoop it in a while.
Yeah, bro. Like exactly,
shows, bro.
Exactly.
It shows. So that's crazy. So on that note, we're gonna leave this podcast with some of y'all overdue for an ass whooping.
Exactly.
It shows.
Be considerate. Be consistent with your consideration.
Yeah.
And guys, buy the damn flowers. Like, save yourself some heartaches, bro. It's so easy. Go on TikTok. Get it done.
I'll show. Well, we appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much. We 4 episodes in. Support's been like
still crazy.
Out of this world. Oh, and this person had the nerve enough to ask me, they want to get on the pod.
We ain't got no tacos for you.
They want to be a guest on the pod.
There's no tacos here.
Now I'm being sassy. Now I'm being sassy.
That's sassy.
And on that note, I appreciate y'all guys. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all.
And
we'll catch you in the next one.
In the next one.
Peace.
Peace.